But it is known that sometimes dwarves disappear.
Hmm.
In Gaston Hall.
In Gaston Hall. You know, I'm thinking something here. I'm thinking that that abandoned house where people get murdered if they move in.
That could be a case.
That might be.
That did give me an... Well, old house
Cash
have
can try
basements.
to roll her spy with Azorius. That's a
Plus,
total of +9.
Ooh.
Zavel's got agents helping you.
Go
Sirius
Cash.
has agents everywhere.
Whoa!
What?
That
Oh,
is.
that is-
200!
It's a very bad roll.
That's a very bad roll for D209.
I'm sorry, it's because it's my new keyboard. I'm not really.
There you go.
Woo!
Right.
Having my
The
agents
Shadow
help.
Web and the Order of the Phoenix report that they have seen small-statured people at times returning or leaving from the place, very well hidden, and sometimes not even visible at all, but
Ha!
leaving a few tracks and such. They easily removed.
Durga?
I'm sure when Sakkaroth receives both reports from Azorius' teams, he'll be quite happy.
It's the underpan gnomes.
Then we have the Order of the Phoenix gathering some rumors.
Very well. I just like it now, just like, my organization's gonna be good luck for other people.
Well done.
Hmm.
You're insane.
17.
You can roll your d20.
So
Sure.
much connections.
Oh.
Ooh.
You should have done one of your insane rolls with the 20 again.
It is. There are talks that perhaps another prostitute tonight was found dead. It must be a serial killer.
Oh no.
Why did
Oh,
this
it's the
They're
vampires?
calling him the Mad Killer. He apparently rips open young ladies when they're out walking.
Oh, does it do
Is it-
this in Whitechapel?
Huh?
Nothing.
It's not
Nothing.
Halfis, is it?
Alphas! Get in here!
No one
Yeah.
knows who he is.
Where did that happen?
Oh, this one happened in the Red District.
Oh.
Not the red quarters.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that's not unnatural, is it?
Not Whitechapel at all.
That's
no.
where you find prostitutes. So those are what he goes for.
Could be Halfis.
Could be Timian.
Oh no, Timia's dark desire.
Anyway, time to balance the budget, I think.
Healthiest and Timian tag team.
And that's some legitimate price.
Yes.
17 and then 18.
And roll the 1d4 minus 1.
I think I'll have 300 gold.
300 gold. Chiron lays low, and then permanently enterprises with health.
Yes. Let's
Cause-
Enterprise. Healthiest is plus how much?
It's 4.
Because
4.
Karen is a
Oh,
bad
that
boy.
was a very bad roll.
Alright, yeah. You return to the -1 secrecy. Halvis, not apparently able to motivate your people as much as you hoped.
You know what? Let's reroll that because my minions
Right.
are
Kill them.
clearly pissing me off. Because
Giving one to Halvis. And,
yes. God damn it.
hey, yes. They managed to squeeze some money out now, you know. They have to. So, yeah, you can roll 1d6.
And lose a loyalty.
1d6.
You earn 500 gold pieces.
Nice.
Fantastic.
It's actually quite a lot.
Decent amount. If we can pull that in from every organizations each week, we have a tidy sum.
You get that from Marcus and Kyron each week. Get the 300 gold from me each week.
Cash really looked forward to go to that house.
Oh,
There.
Right. So, what will the Hell Knights be doing now? Actually, since it's so close, like tomorrow you're leaving, maybe we should wait with that until you come back.
Okay, sure.
Come back. If
They
Well-
get a day off.
Where are we going? I forgot.
Well, we don't know. Tiadora is
Just
gonna
days.
probably
Oh
show
yeah,
up
that's
and
right,
say
Tiadora.
like, "Hey,
Go to
China.
space.
you or me,
exactly." Okay.
Oh, Tiadora.
not from all the others. Sure.
Sakkaroth is gonna be Tiadora in front of my friends.
Our secret love can never be revealed.
No.
Well, the next day. It's been a month. You've been here for a month.
We never got to go to the house.
Oh, way too late now.
Didn't we just skip a day?
Never know what's in there.
Ah! It's because you guys had to craft.
Yeah, crafting is kind of important. I mean,
What's
the
so
home would have been interesting, I guess.
What if there's...
We're gonna come back. Don't worry. If
You don't
if
know
if
that.
all else fails, I can teleport. Remember?
We didn't get to see the Medusa either.
We're not done yet.
You don't know that. Tiadora is kind of weird.
She shows up and says, "All right, you have 5 bugbears now. Attack." It's like, but
Good luck.
it's like what?
Just prepared our dinner too. And I got a tiara on my...
Sent you a message, Monica. Do.
Did I get some stuff done?
What stuff?
You know, whatever you do in that room.
What?
Did any of those stuff you want to make for cash get done?
Yes, we are currently
Yes.
on
What?
20...
Except for the braces.
Oh. No, I can only make the braces.
Yeah, 29.
Sirs?
Hmm?
Dart? Did any of the stuff that Sirs wants to make for cash get done?
Wait, no, I haven't been able to do it much for you other than upgrading your armor at once.
Okay.
Yeah, there's been a long waiting list of like people's weapons that which each take like 2 weeks to do.
Yeah, I know.
Like your daggers will be one hell of an upgrade job.
No, it's not like that. It's just because I have not made any changes. And then you will be like, did you
Yeah, if
remember
I-
to make the changes? And I'm like,
If I
"What
upgrade your
changes?"
armor again, I'll tell you.
Well, maybe you did and I didn't listen.
I've only upgraded it the once, which Manic I did for you.
I know. Yeah, all my problems go away when I look at a turtle swimming.
Aw.
It's so cute. It's like, swim. Damn, Tiadora always comes.
By the way, Marcus, you're healed.
Yeah. Oh, of course. I just haven't.
I would have pumped you about 500 tons of positive energy otherwise.
It
Ew.
burns.
Not a vampire.
You.
Sent you exactly you. Don't tell
How
me
are
what
we
you
gonna
do.
heal him when he becomes a vampire?
He'll heal himself with a touch of corruption.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean,
Oh.
you know,
He's gonna do the...
I'll be able to do my other things less, but at least I won't die. And
You're
I
gonna-
can also prepare negative energy stuff. So
Yeah,
He's
he
gonna
can
do
prepare
the-
like cure or
basically,
inflict.
I will be like I'll just make a wand of. Well, you know, someone can make a
We can
wand.
buy a
of
one
stuff.
and inflict like wounds.
Yeah,
That's
of
what-
inflict even moderate if you know, and then I just like, and then since I have that spell, then I can just use it on myself.
And if I get a spell slot one day, like I don't use a spell anymore, I might swap it out for inflict.
So it'll be okay.
During that day, you will see suddenly Zacharias leaving his room and exiting the manor into the city.
Oh, we're gonna follow him, aren't we? Am I the only one who wants to
Can.
do that?
Wait, what?
I would
But
follow him,
wouldn't
except
that-
I kind of need to make a Chiron weapon.
Kinda doesn't really care what he's doing.
But
I'm
Cash
sure.
is very stealthy. She can follow him.
You could.
And go follow him if we want to.
Okay, Cash will follow him.
You remember
But
that
Kyron,
Zacharias is very perceptive.
So Chiron, how would you like your falchion made?
Well, even you should notice. So, what are you gonna do?
Very
Big
careful.
and sharp and pointy.
Teleport away.
Would you like anything written on it?
Oh,
Big, sharp, pointy falchion.
Understood.
Dragon Fang, it's called, of course.
Of course, yes.
I can describe Dragonfang on it if you want.
Well, you know, Chiron doesn't really care about his weaponry since he himself is the weapon.
You are a weapon.
Chiron is the weapon.
Yes.
Sure.
On this day, as Zacharias leaves,
Cash follows.
he will, as he leaves the door, see a woman,
Oui.
Tiadora, dressed in a white dress, walking towards the mansion. She's walking in this city as if she owns it.
Sakkaroth
Maybe she does.
will grimace and curse under her breath. Cash, who is close, might hear something along the lines of all the poor timing that woman.
You didn't even notice Cash.
He will turn around though to head back into the manor. Woo!
Cash was there.
You should dart around corners and stuff.
Or will walk up into the place. She's carrying a bag, a handbag with her. She nods to Sakkaroth. Oh, dearest, have you missed me?
Sakkaroth grimaces back. Do not test me, Tiadora. I am not in the mood for your games.
She walks.
As you can hear like hammering and prayers from this room.
Bring the others. It is time. The fire axe needs no more delay.
Very well.
Stand here,
Everyone's hiding.
waiting for the others.
Sakkaroth will slam open the door.
Sakkaroth's room!
Basically shout into Karen or tell Karen that the Tiadora wants to see us.
Of course she does.
I got the problem solved.
Cash is moving very quickly.
She has wings, she's flying.
It's just Tiadora saw it, but who's she gonna tell?
Sakkaroth will glance into Asurius and shout to him over the din of smithing that Tiadora wants to see us.
One moment.
Kind of peek out
Hey.
from around the corner.
Yeah, there takes the falchion.
You're a terrible hell knight. Like you peek around a corner. Like, "Whoa."
All right. If we really want to get into this, let's see how stealthily I peek.
Perfect.
Yes.
Tiadora will sort of call out. You've had a month to prepare, my lords. Wasn't that enough?
Sakkaroth mumbles.
I thought we were
I
gonna
am-
meet in the...
We are, of course, at the Cardinal's service, Lady Tiadora. But we are not at your beck and call every second of the day. Now, the fire axe, you said.
No, it's just she hands Sakkaroth over back.
The handbag?
Here, have a pearl. It suits you.
Hold my
Inside,
purse.
there are 2 scroll cases.
That's a what?
2 scroll cases.
Alright, Sakkaroth will pop the scroll cases and take a look at the scrolls.
One of them seems to have a scroll of teleportation, and the other one seems to have teleportation coordinates.
Okay. Sakkaroth will study them. Nod.
Smiles. I will see you there.
Let's
Very
do
well.
it.
She jumps away.
Whee!
The hand gesture.
Well, Sakkaroth looks around very well. Let's arm ourselves with this fire axes. Friendly, but his camp last time turned out to be somewhat dangerous.
Do we have to go to Fire X camp?
He looks at the coordinates. I don't
guess
know.
we have to.
I don't know exactly what this is, but I imagine the fire axe is close.
Could we map the coordinates?
Yeah, Sakkaroth will
What?
commit them to memory.
1 second. Let's remove this.
Disguises. I never bother with them.
Well, no, the problem is because apparently I accidentally copied my token while disguise was active, so now I need to erase it.
Yep.
Yup.
Second.
But then that will never work.
Well,
It does work. I guess.
bringing all the weapons and equipment and gear, Sakkaroth will wait for the others to bring that, and after that he will.
Zerus is always carrying his stuff with him.
Mm-hmm.
Cash was so stealthy. Sakkaroth did not know a thing.
Nope.
Which is the funny thing of it.
And after that, Sakkaroth will pop the scroll and teleport to the coordinates.
Oh wait, I'm not holding on to you.
Oh wait, let's apply mage armor and stuff first. At least mage armor for Kyron.
That's
Just in
too late.
case.
Too late.
Of course.
It's implied.
It's never too late.
It is well. It is something we have stated before. It's basically
Okay, I think we need to clear up all the
kept
players.
running.
Like, open the players tab in the map
What?
explorer, and there's just like
Wait,
so much food.
What?
Oh, would you look at that?
You appear standing in what seems to be a telling guardian keep. Or around you, there are a lot of bugbears dressed in ill-fitting plate mail. Tiadora stands here as well, smiling at you. Well, dearest, it was good to see you.
Which stole my
Smiles. It's this way.
Yes, I can see that.
Leads the way.
I'm facing the wrong way. Hey, look, a door! What's up, Chloe and Cash?
As you walk closer, you see a Fyrex sitting on a throne. What seems to be a calling card. He himself is wearing plate mail, and he's seeming rather annoyed right now. Before him stands some bugbears wearing or having clearly bloodied themselves on what seems to be prisoners.
Okay.
And he sort of looks at them and says, "Imbeciles! Make room for the Baron, and get him out of my sight." Yeah, shakes his head, and they sort of scurry away. But the dungeons are full, my lord. One of them says, Rex just sort of waves his hand. The others drag this one with them. They do avoid you.
They better.
They remember.
Fyrex looks at Tiadora. Says, "You've brought friends, old friends." So stands up. "Welcome! Behold my warriors! It was these vicious killers who slaughtered the guards of Ballantine and opened the gates for us to raid the south. It was they who brought us steel. They are my honored guests, and I will feast upon the heart of any who does not treat them well." It seems that the bugbears around sort of look at you and give you a bit of a roar. This might be what goes for bestial boast, if you will, or a cheer.
Or a thumbs up.
Thumbs up, I guess.
I mean, Cash would
You.
know. She lived with bugbears.
It's a thumbs up.
As he walks down from the throne. Says, "We have much to discuss. Join me at the war table."
Ooh.
Ooh, Cash will go. Nice to see you again, Fyrex and Goblin.
Sakkaroth will also smile at Fyrex and say, "Yes, it's good to see you again, Sakkaroth."
Smile.
It's not very often you get to use the same language as you know.
Seems that this is a nice change as you look closer.
That
Take a
what?
seat.
Certainly better than the camp we visited last time.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see it as well.
We clearly have the best people on this side.
Tiadora
away.
stays behind as nearby bugbears scurry out of hearing distance.
Get away, Tiadora. You are not welcome at this table.
Away, harlot!
I can see it now. Sakkaroth can be like mage handing the little pieces around.
Yep. Using prestidigitation to create light
Yeah.
effects.
He sort of waves at a distant bugbear and says, "You! Bring us some good brandy. The ones we looted from Loring's-Gate. Now!" The bugbear sort of runs off quickly, scurries off to get it. He looks back to you. Says, "It is good to see you. I've been hearing a lot about your exploits from Tiadora here." Tiadora. "I'm glad I'm not the only one fighting this war."
Sakkaroth nods. We have not perhaps waged a war with armies as much as you have, but we have more been the stealthy knife pressing against the throat of the kingdom, I feel.
Yeah.
Tiadora steps forward. "You know why we're here."
Aw.
Looks to her. "Of course I know why you're here. You want to steal my army? We want to use small part of it for a special mission in the if Veltana could be sacked, the king's army would be denied those clerics. It'll be Sakkaroth interrupts Tiadora. Yes, I've heard the pitch. With the Veil destroyed and the king's army weakened, we'll fare better against them when we push toward Devon in the spring. I've already agreed to lend my friends here, the 9th Knot, Hekath Head Takers. It's 100 fine warriors. Doors of steps closer, leaning in a bit in front of Zacharias.
Not pleased at all.
We want more than that. Cardinal Thorn also commands that Sakkaroth Nightmane and his retinue be given to their command. Sakkaroth looks a bit more angry. What? Another 150 warriors? What am I supposed to make war with when it comes spring? She says, you'll command more than 10 times that number, and reinforcements are due from the north. By spring, your horde, mighty Sakkaroth, will be greater than ever before. Half of your promised reinforcements never arrive. You cannot have Nightmane. I need him. She looks to you.
She looks to us?
Oh, he does.
Oh. Casually, I feel like I'm not entirely sure if I've got everything from this conversation. Who is Nightmane?
A group.
One of my greatest lieutenants.
Oh,
Leads a horde of 150 elite troops.
cool.
Cool.
I've told Tiadora here already. Cannot simply spare Nightmane. Troops should not be given out lightly.
Of course not. That is completely understandable. Where are you fighting at the moment?
At the moment, we are holding this keep until come spring. Then we'll move towards Devon. Said Tiadora, the 3rd largest citizen in this goddamn kingdom.
Well, I admire you for holding this.
So looks around. Yes, it is rather nice. Great winter stores as well.
Zacharias thinks Fyrax sort of ignoring Tiadora at his side. He will look directly at Sakkaroth Fyrax. This mission is quite important. I do feel that we need every advantage we can get. I realize that taking fine warriors from your horde will diminish it, but the need, as I see it, is great. This is a winter operation. Your horde is probably not moving too much in the winter anyway, and these warriors can be put to great use if we can sack the valley, as you have already surmised. The king's army will be much diminished. I think that any elite forces you can lend us, any elite commanders you can lend us, will further that goal significantly.
And I've already agreed to lend you Hekath's Head Takers. It's 100 warriors.
The garrison is mighty, Sakkaroth. It is heavily fortified. We have done some scrying into its defenses, and frankly, 100 will not be enough, I fear.
He looks at Moses. The king's armies are gathering. We'll need more than these I already have to defeat them.
I agree, but that is also why we must act swiftly in the Vale. The more warriors we have at hand, the more swiftly we can act, and the sooner you can have them back. We will not waste them, Sakkaroth. Do not think us careless with your troops. Know that we wish to succeed at this at least as much as you do.
Sort of growls a bit. The bugbear coming with the brandy pours up onto each of you. He doesn't pour one for Tiadora. She doesn't seem to mind.
Well done.
So
He does not deserve brandy.
Whoa! Says.
Sakkaroth toasts, and he will say, perhaps you can look at it as perhaps like this. He sort of motions a hand. Remember that Ballantine was completely desolate when you arrived, Sakkaroth. He smiles. Think of it as lending us the troops that would have otherwise perished at the gates if we had not been as efficient. He smiles.
A little bit, sort of looking at you and says, fine. Nightmen as well. I'll help you more than that. The Dwarg are beneath the mountains, not far from here. My wolf riders report evidence of them. I've never been able to make contact with them myself. They seem uninterested in allying with us. Maybe they'll ally with you. They have no love for Talingard. Tiadora leans in again. An interesting lead. He seems to be very pleased with this development. I have one of my own. There's a Medusa living in the abandoned temple not far from Beltana. She's a legendary monster, and though the Knights of Talingard have attempted to kill her many times, she has always survived. Her name is Isabel, and she may be convinced to aid you. Sakkaroth sort of laughs. She'll more likely decorate a parlor with your statues. What could such a horror possibly want from us? Tiadora sort of looks at him annoyed. I cannot say. That is for the 9th nut to discover. Sakkaroth sort of shakes it. I hadn't realized you were so desperate. He drinks a little more. If that's the case, then I have another one for you. Amongst the many fine reinforcements that Tiadora has gathered for me, one is an Oni named Raiju the Exile. He's a beast. He slew the son of a chieftain, and it is just a matter of time before my killers manage to corner him. He's yours if you want him.
Sakkaroth's eyes lights up. An Oni, you say?
What is that?
Japanese demon thing.
It is a demon-tainted being from the Far East, I do believe.
Quite rare.
Quite intelligent too, if I recall correctly.
I'm not too sure
Not
exactly.
too intelligent. Do not kill a son of a bugbear chieftain. Staying here, he would perish.
Sakkaroth nods. We will gladly take him then.
Out of character,
Next, you'll have to find him yourself. He's holed himself up in one of the towers.
out of character, Cassius killed the bugbear chieftain.
That's fine. It means Fire Axe took control.
So looks at you.
Cash can relate to that.
Sort of eyes Tiadora. Seems it annoys her that she's here all the time.
Well, I don't think any of us are paying any attention to Tiadora right now.
No, we're all just ignoring her.
Pretty much.
Should we mention that we have vampires on our side?
Sakkaroth will clear his throat and say, we have also, the 9th knot has not been resting on the laurels over the past few days. We have made contact with some of the local power plays in Gaston Hall, and managed to do some infiltration into the heart of the city, as well as forming an alliance with the famed vampire prince Vestromo. He smiles. The good prince has agreed to supply some of his court to our efforts. They should be efficient terror troops, I believe.
Max nods slowly. Vampires, then. Seems like quite the idea. I must support such an effort.
We also have some of our more powerful lieutenants with us. Grumblejack the ogre is on a ship on his way here, as well our Trick the cleric, and our very special, some very special constructed minions we acquired in the Horn. He smiles.
Cass looks at the fire axe. I made a golem.
So I see. He looks to all of you. Make sure, however, that you do not waste my troops. If possible, bring them back to me in spring.
Sakkaroth nods. We will not waste them unduly, Sakkaroth, you have my word.
We'll return as many as we can. We have no need to hinder what you're doing.
Yeah, no, that's very well then. I'll make one of my lieutenants show you to raid you.
Wonderful.
Can I ask Firex and Goblin what was that about with the I totally forgot what they're called. Bugbears in front of you when we came in.
Oh, we'll just back. There's a lot of prisoners from this place. As we want all the information we can get. However, the dungeon is full. They've taken to torturing in the hallways. I won't have it.
Do you have problems getting information out of them?
She said, no, they answer once they get to their turn. She says as she smiles.
Just look them. Well, if
Nobles. Never thought they would have to fight.
you need help in the torturing, I have I would say he is
Associate.
the best torturer you could get, and he is one of my minions.
You don't need him.
I can tell that he is missing torturing people, and at the moment we do not have anyone to torture. But of course, I would want you to take care of him too, since he is an important minion to me.
Sakkaroth will throw a look. Remember that we are going to war pretty soon, Lady Cash. We might have use for him in the future.
Well, at the same time, he is not the best fighter. He is the torturer.
We do have a certain creature that needs restraining, though.
Oh yeah, that's true. I kind of want to give
It'd
him
be quite
something.
entertaining, though, to see him just in a whole keep of prisoners.
I kind of want to give Fireaxe something in return for all his minions, and I bet Halpheus will love this place.
That's an interesting idea. Like giving him Alpheus so he can do his thing, have fun, and probably help Firex might be something.
And I'm not fond of bringing Halpheus to battle.
You don't want him to
think
die.
that Halfleys would more likely, as a human, be safer in battle.
The what? What did you say?
As a human, Halfleys would more likely be safer in a bugbear in war than in bugbear camp.
Seriously?
The humans tend generally food.
Remember how we kind of
So
got
they
attacked on
usually
entry?
threats people to stay away from you.
I don't want him to be eaten by
Remember, they tried eating us when we first docked.
Oh yeah, that's true. This
We
because
quickly fixed that.
They're not the most lawful of armies. They obey because they're killed if they don't. So if they think they can get away with it, they will.
Yeah, so that might not be the safest thing then.
No. I just thought that Halphys would be extremely happy to be here. I want him to be happy. Well, yeah, then just forget that I said it. I don't want him to be eaten by bugbears. Stop being silent. It's uncomfortable.
I talk too much.
Okay.
So, we have many things to do and very little time to execute it all.
Oh god.
That's a nice pic.
As,
That's his.
as Firex sits on the throne.
Well, that's his axe. I was expecting
That's
it to
his
look
chair.
more like
That is the fire axe.
I was
It's an-
expecting it to look more like a hand axe.
Is it a new picture, or is it the same picture as
No,
Jeff
this is
last time?
probably new.
No, he has an ill-fitting armor salvaged from many different knights.
Mm. Oh, I'm kind of sad we can't give him Halphys, but I don't want him to. Not you.
Halvus will get eaten.
But he
Borrow.
doesn't really need
Send
anything from us.
Grumblejack.
Yeah.
I mean, we are still doing him a favor, even though he doesn't see it by killing the Veil and making it in the long run easier for him.
Hmm.
Sees it, but he's in a tough spot.
Who's in a tough spot? Fire?
How he'll manage.
He needs his army to do army things, but he needs to aid us.
Sakkaroth will, actually ask him, the general state of the war. I mean, the group has been somewhat isolated. He wants to know what Sakkaroth's, professional opinion about this.
Currently, we'll explain on the map. We're located here. The last keep before Devrin in spring will make the quick journey there. Attack. We've won every engagement we've had so far. They underestimate us. They are foolhardy and think they can charge into battle, as if we would not expect that.
Sakkaroth nods. Yes, we have been hearing talk about a rumored genius among bugbears that keeps outmaneuvering the brave Talingardian forces. He smiles.
Sakkaroth smiles as well. You flatter me, sir.
So Sakkaroth shakes his head. Not at all there, Sakkaroth. I have full confidence in your competent leadership. You have shown as much. I can respect that.